How you all doing? This is artist Avery, here to give you guys my review of No Man's Sky. So No Man's Sky is a space exploration game brought to us by the indie studio known as Hello Games. One of the key and amazing features within this game is that it presents to us over 18 quintillion planets. So for those who don't know how big this is, here you go. It's a lot. Now, before I jump into giving you guys my review, I definitely want to give a big shout out to Rose and her children, Lila and Dominic. So I hope you guys enjoy because this is for you guys. So for those jumping into No Man's Sky for the first time, you get introduced to your planet as if you're waking up from a dream and just now realizing everything that's in front of you. So you kind of get introduced to some of the graphics in the game. But one of the biggest things is your whole entire operating system is kind of like booting up like a computer. So it's letting you know of like the planet that you're on and the temperature, some of the things to expect on it, along with your shield and health, and of course being like your booster packs are up, and even your faithful mining tool would also be operational as well. But one of the biggest things that you don't get is what you're actually doing. You're actually playing as a traveler, and your main goal within the game is to discover as many planets as you can as you get into the center of the universe, trying to come across the Atlas. So, boom, we go. First planet discovered by moi. So, that's a really cool thing, and then later on you can decide to actually name it. So then you kind of go into the nice little the distress beacon, kind of explore a little bit more of your stuff to kind of get a little bit more information on your planet and what you can do. At this part in the beginning of the game, you're really just trying to build out your ship so you can jump off the planet and start actually exploring more. Within my gameplay, I kind of spent a lot of time really just in awe and really just taken in by the visuals of the game. And not even just that, but seeing how massive the planet is. Most of your planets are going to be scaled as like the planet Earth in a sense. So what that essentially means is that your gameplay, you can spend majority of it on one planet. So I'm making this really big jump here, and of course I crashed down, knocking out my shield, but that of course will regenerate. Now one of the cool things about the game, and also one of the essential things, is of course this mining tool or the mining beam, and you're going to be using this a lot to actually get a lot of the materials within the game. Now again, these materials is part of one of the 4 pillars of the game, which really puts more into that exploring and trading. So you'll be using these materials to sell at the closest trading post. You even use that to actually rebuild and recharge a lot of your materials. So definitely doing exploring your planet and really getting into everything is going to be a big part. So jumping around, I'm going to show you a little bit of that trading post that I mentioned earlier. So this little cool doodad right there is the trading post, and it's going to boot up like a really cool computer. I thought that was actually a really nice little feature. But as it's in this boot sequence, it's actually going to show you your achievements and what you've done so far. So this is the beginning of the game where I'm just exploring everything, but once you actually get into it, you can start selling your inventory. So that again, that's going back to that trading aspect within the game. And then outside of trading, you can also buy materials as well. So if you're having a hard time coming across the right materials that you need to recharge your character, boom, you can get it from that trading post. So that outside of the trading aspect is going to be more of your exploring. So one of the biggest things in order for you to really get 100% within your planet is really discovering the animal life within the game and what inhabits it. So I've discovered a couple here, and I've been able to interact with them a bit as well. Now, the majority of the beasts that I've come across have been remotely passive, so I haven't come across any aggressive beings yet. Definitely want to see how that kind of holds out. So let's feed this boy. It's pretty happy, so I'm thinking I'm doing something good. So that's a really cool part there. It's really kind of like finding out the little animals and stuff that's in it. But I think another cool aspect within the game is also coming across the Rosetta Stones, these knowledge tablets. This is really important because as you're discovering your planets and come across different but alien lives, this will actually allow for you to communicate them, but more importantly, understand what they're saying. So at this point, I kind of accomplished a really big thing, which is I learned 5 words. Trying to be an awesome linguist here. But again, learning these words is going to be really important because it will allow for you to understand the aliens that you come across. In fact, perfect example right here. So this is one of the Gek aliens within the game. There's multiple species, but here you're able to talk to them. As you essentially come across more and more of those Rosetta Stones, it will also help increase your standing with them as well. So the only thing I'm able to understand is Gek first and give. So I think I'm going to try my luck and see if the give 10 units will help. Also, the cool little narrative prompt does help you out and understand a little bit on what you can do within the game if you haven't really understood or looked into, again, those languages from the Rosetta Stones down. But when you're correct, they end up giving you something awesome as well. So it's a really cool thing when you come across some of the alien species within the game. Now, one of the coolest part within it is really jumping into the space part. And the space sequence is really awesome because it doesn't give you like a cutscene that you come across in most standard games. So the transition from ground, or essentially say like your Earth, to that Earth atmosphere to space, it's seamlessly like built in together. So you really feel as if you're an astronaut or a space explorer. So in this case, I'm like breaking out of the atmosphere and I'm completely in space now. So I'm actually able to explore my next planet now, or if I want to, probably hit up a space station. So one of the cool things as you start getting into space, you start coming across random encounters which will give you the space battles and stuff. Within my playthrough though, I wasn't able to come across any of that, but it was still really awesome to kind of get this amazing feeling of really seeing how it could be, like, to really explore space, and I think that's awesome, really cool. So like now I'm kind of like entering into a new planet, kind of getting through all the little asteroid belt here and the debris that's all in the way. Boom. So I definitely like how this kind of goes. The controls for it's really awesome, nice, and just really seeing how everything could possibly be, but then looking to see how big the planet really is. So again, this kind of goes into the fact that you have tons of stuff you can do on your one planet. So you can easily spend, again, your whole entire play session, or for those who play like a lot of RPGs, if you put like 20 to even 46 or 80 hours into your gameplay in a standard role-playing game, you can easily do that within one game or one planet within No Man's Sky because it gives you so much. So now I'm just kind of like breaking the atmosphere, going in, and this is where everything gets a lot more detailed for you. Now I'm actually can explore like my planet, the surface level of it. And this particular planet was pretty fun for me. Not so much because it was more of a silver planet. Kind of reminds me of the prison planet in Chronicles of Riddick. So the sun and the temperature here is extremely hot, so the best way for me to really explore is through the caves, and I had a really bad experience with the caves, so I kind of avoided them. But once it got nighttime was the perfect time to explore. So the game does give you a lot, and every planet does vary due to the procedure generated planets. So again, talking about 18 quintillion planets, so there's a lot for you to explore. So, what do you guys think? Me personally, I think No Man's Sky is an awesome game. It's a pure adventure that's simple and easy to jump into. Not to mention, it's visually stunning. And then on top of that, the 18 quintillion planets is a technological achievement for the developers. Now, for those who are looking for something that's more clear-cut and linear, this game may not be for you because the story plot is pretty vague, and then again, because of the sheer amount of planets that are procedurally generated, you will come across redundancy within it. However, if you're looking to be the next Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar, this game is perfect for you because it's nothing like playing a game of space Minecraft. I'm sorry, a game of No Man's Sky. All in all, definitely check it out. Now, if you guys definitely enjoyed this video and this review, give me a like. And if you have any comments about the game, or you just want to tell me what you enjoyed about it, put that into the comments section below. And if you're looking to get notified on my future reviews, definitely subscribe. As of right now, I'm definitely going to play a little bit more of No Man's Sky. So I hope you guys are having a great day. And hey, I might even come across some of your planets, alright? So you guys have a good one. Ciao.